A young couple wakes up to find their small town has been overrun by bloodthirsty, maniacal zombies who will stop at nothing to destroy everything in their path. I kept seeing the sadness on Horror List recently with captions like, if you thought Terrifier 3 was over the top gory, you have to see this. Naturally, I had to see it. While I'm not entirely sure that it surpasses the Terrifier series in sheer gore, it's definitely one of the most intense zombie movies I've ever seen. If you could somehow go into this movie completely blind, the opening is going to completely throw you. It starts off with a soft focus on a young couple, hinting at a love story. Then an unsettling encounter in a coffee shop with an elderly woman abruptly shifts gears, and from that moment on, the movie becomes a relentless, blood-soaked nightmare. These zombies aren't your typical slow-moving, bumbling undead. They're fast, they're cunning, and they're terrifyingly self-aware. What makes them especially horrifying is that their worst impulses are heightened, making them sadistic and depraved killers. They still think, they still talk, and they strategize, setting them apart from your standard zombie fare. At times, they felt more like unhinged psychopaths than traditional zombies. The film follows the couple from the beginning as they navigate separate paths through this hellscape, desperately trying to reunite. Each of their journeys grows more intense, filled with gut-wrenching horror and depravity that pushes the boundaries of what you'd expect from even the goriest zombie films. One standout scene that took place on a subway car is so over the top that I couldn't help but feel for the poor crew tasked with cleaning up the absurd amount of fake blood afterward. I really hope they got the shots they needed on that first take. Now, while the sadness does build some emotional investment in our two leads, the film is primarily just a showcase of unrelenting horror. It's a gorehound's dream, with practical effects that deliver visceral shocks from the beginning right up until the end. Now, it was released in the middle of the COVID pandemic, and it likely flew under the radar for many viewers. As it is a virus-driven apocalypse story, it may have hit a little bit too close to home, and a lot of people probably skipped it. Now, fans of the zombie genre will find similarities to #Alive and Train to Busan. While Train to Busan is the best all-around movie of those three, The Sadness stands out for its audacious gore and willingness to push every boundary. If you are a fan of extreme horror, you do owe it to yourself to experience The Sadness. Bloody smiles, crowded subway cars, diner zombies, hoping you don't run out of gas, wielding a bloody axe.